Climate change is not just about rising temperatures, it is a story written across the geography of our planet, shaping landscapes, shifting weather patterns, and changing how and where people live. And to understand it, we have to think like geographers, connecting places, processes, and people across the Earth, starting with the basic idea that certain gases in the atmosphere trap heat, a process known as the greenhouse effect, which is a natural and necessary system for life but is now being intensified by human activities such as burning fossil fuels and deforestation. And this extra trapped heat does not distribute evenly, which is why geography matters so much, because some regions experience much faster warming than others. For example, the Arctic is heating up at more than twice the global average, leading to melting sea ice, thawing permafrost, and rising sea levels that affect coastlines thousands of kilometers away, while small island nations face an entirely different geographic risk, as even small increases in sea level can flood homes, contaminate freshwater supplies, and threaten entire cultures with displacement. And if we move inland, we see deserts expanding in regions already vulnerable to drought, such as parts of Africa and Central Asia, where shifting rainfall patterns make farming more difficult and increase the risk of food insecurity, while in contrast other regions are experiencing more intense rainfall events, leading to flooding in river valleys and urban areas where infrastructure is not designed to handle such extremes. And this uneven distribution of impacts highlights a key geographic concept, that location influences vulnerability, meaning that two places can experience the same global trend but face completely different consequences depending on their environment, economy, and level of preparedness. And cities are another important focus because they concentrate populations, resources, and emissions, creating urban heat islands where temperatures can be several degrees higher than surrounding rural areas, making heat waves more dangerous for millions of people, especially those without access to cooling. And at the same time, coastal megacities must deal with the combined risks of sea level rise and storm surges, which can overwhelm defenses and cause widespread damage. And beyond physical geography, we also have to consider human geography, including how different communities contribute to and are affected by climate change in unequal ways, with wealthier countries historically responsible for a larger share of emissions while many poorer regions face the most severe impacts, raising important questions about climate justice and global cooperation. And solutions also have a geographic dimension, from expanding renewable energy in sunny deserts and windy coastlines to protecting forests that act as carbon sinks, and designing cities that are more resilient through green spaces, better transportation systems, and smarter planning and adaptation strategies such as building seawalls, changing agricultural practices, and managing water resources all depend on local geographic conditions, meaning there is no one-size-fits-all answer. And as we look to the future, the geography of climate change will continue to evolve, influencing migration patterns, economic development, and even political stability, making it one of the most important issues to understand not just scientifically but spatially, because where things happen is just as important as why they happen. And if you want to better understand the world and how it is changing, thinking geographically about climate change is one of the most powerful ways to do it, and staying informed is the first step toward making a difference.